Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Got my brothers with me. I'm down here in New York. I'm leaning. You know what I'm saying?
What's good, world? It's your man's Scarb AKA real name, no gimmicks. Bringing to you another special edition, Four Corners podcast exclusive. Today, I got the man, or how should I say it, man? I got my guy here, Drego of Drego Beno. What's up, bro?
What's going on with you?
Chilling, man. Appreciate you coming out today, man. It's kind of something we can discuss. It's been a long time in the coming. I actually met you summer of 18, so it was a year kind of after y'all had popped off locally in the city. I know y'all have accomplished a lot since then, but kind of going back to the early days, tell me how you kind of stumbled into this music thing. Like, what was the origin for you?
Shit. It was really like my niggas, you know what I'm saying? Cause I never really liked to rap, you know what I'm saying? I still don't like the shit. I don't really like attention. That's more so like Beno's side, you know what I'm saying? He a motherfucking clown. Wherever he go, he the life of the party. Gotcha. I'm more so laid back, you know what I'm saying? That's why they call me lay low. You know what I'm saying? Laid back type of motherfucker. And just, I used to be on some, like, I could always rap. I was always good with words, you know what I'm saying? Like, back then, I used to probably write, you know what I'm saying, write shit down in my notepad. I had a little 16s, you know what I'm saying? I'd just be rapping it with my niggas playing when I was younger. And then we really got to a stage so where we was, like, just freestyling and just ciphering with niggas and playing. Like, I never knew I was that good. I was just playing with words.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And then in high school, we just got, you know what I'm saying? We really was like Instagram famous, like around the world for real, like on some low key shit. Like all them niggas was doing all that shit, you feel me? Mm-hmm. All that shit came from us, you know what I'm saying? Rapping in school, all that shit came from us. You feel me? Like niggas took that shit and ran with it all around the world. Like we had a little fan base just off the shit that we was doing, but we ain't never really think of that, you know what I'm saying? We was playing sports, you know what I'm saying? Just young nigga shit, you know what I'm saying? In the streets, gang bang and all type of shit.
Gotcha.
So, you know what I'm saying? But then it was just niggas in the hood, like my big brother, you know what I'm saying? Shit, my nigga Red, my nigga Smoke, EWM Smoke, Buck, and all them niggas, they'd just hear us rap, they'd be like, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to do this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas bullshitting. We was hot as hell. You know what I'm saying? We used to be on some bullshit.
Right.
Now young dumb niggas, you know what I'm saying? On some bullshit. So they like, nah, bro, I don't need you to do this.
Right.
There's a million niggas do this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas change the world. Y'all do that.
Right. So I remember hearing something about the Geeked Up Challenge. It's kind of like y'all first viral moment that y'all had.
Yeah, that was Lil Beno.
Okay. So, kind of like touch on that a little bit. Was it just literally y'all rapping in the hallway? Was it like y'all being silly? Like, what was the...
That was just one of the ciphers. You know what I'm saying? That's what was so crazy how that went viral. That wasn't even like the sweetest video that we had. You know what I'm saying? Because we used to do that shit every day. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. But it was just like some little catchy shit.
Gotcha.
That caught on to the Geeked Up beat. Because like, at first we used to beat on the table, but all the lunch aides used to get mad at us though. Like, nah, y'all got people gathered around, y'all doing this, y'all beating on the tables, y'all being destructive and shit. And then the motherfucking beach pill came out.
Gotcha.
Man, that shit fucked the game up when the beach pill came out. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, just to clarify, because I'm a little older than y'all, is it the same Geeked Up, like Fable and Young Jeezy Geeked Up track?
Yeah, okay. We'll just go to YouTube. It's a little Bluetooth pill. We just go to YouTube and just play beats and just freestyle.
Gotcha.
Every time we go to lunch, just freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Or in the hallways. We had motherfuckers not even going to class.
Gotcha. Now, I'm sure with the backdrop being high school, you probably had teachers that, you know, maybe had an influence on you that was maybe, you know, trying to speak words of encouragement about your future, whether it be college, whether it be continuing to play athletics. I'm sure your coaches probably spoke some of those things to you. Was there anybody that you came across when the buzz kind of started to build organically and you guys becoming celebrities in high school, so to speak? Was there anybody who maybe tried to discourage you from doing music or probably didn't believe that music would be an avenue for y'all?
I mean, Nah, not for real, cause we were, you know what I'm saying? Can't nobody tell us shit on some shit like, if you saying some bullshit, like we real niggas, bro. We really from the hood, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't trying to hear that shit, bro.
Right.
You gonna get cut into, I don't give a fuck who you is, grown, young, old, senior citizen. You not about to tell me, you know what I'm saying? You not about to tell me nothing about what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is, worry about what you doing, bro. Cause you know what I'm saying? If you was that guy, if you a coach and you that guy, why are you coaching me?
Gotcha.
Why you in high school, bro? You supposed to be somewhere in college or the NFL. You ain't doing, if I ain't doing what I'm supposed to be doing, you damn sure ain't doing what you supposed to be doing.
I mean, some people want to give back. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to give back, but
I mean, that's cool.
I feel what you're saying.
But yeah.
I got you.
If you making money, you know what I'm saying? If you that guy, you gonna be somewhere in a big college, man. So don't preach to me. You need to stand in the mirror, man, and preach.
Got you. So with the whole East Warren music group situation, because some of y'all early records, you know, Buck, Nuck, a lot of those cats y'all was featuring and collaborating with heavy. What was like, I guess the mindset behind all of that was y'all supposed to be a whole outfit under East Warren Music Group? Was y'all your own entity as Drego and Beno, or even separate? You just Drego, he just Beno. Like, what was the whole mix?
No, it wasn't nothing really like that. It wasn't nothing really like that. Like for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Beno, that's my god brother, and Nuck, that's his nephew. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Nuck like my nephew. You know what I'm saying? Like we all like brothers for real.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And Goonie and Buck and all them niggas, them just like our big brothers, you know what I'm saying? And Goonie was managing us at the time. But me and Beno was already rapping by ourselves. We was really rapping with our niggas, but they weren't taking it serious, you know what I'm saying? So like, we had shit just stopped doing what we was doing. We was just in the streets every day on some knucklehead shit, and they like, man, shit, we about to go get in the studio, man. We about to take off with this shit, and we fucking around made a couple little hit songs.
Gotcha. Now, one of those earlier records, I understand that caught on was Hands On very early on, and I think y'all said in another outlet that was one of y'all first videos that y'all had put out, and the numbers started to build from there. So as y'all was transitioning from doing records as a collaborative, and y'all started doing some of y'all own solo material, namely the Block Party record that blew up in 18 with Sada. I know it was a lot of controversy and confusion around that record, or whose song was it originally, and just the moment. And I guess to take you down a different avenue, when you think about the aftermath and reflecting on the success of that record, like what did that record teach you about the business locally, dealing with artists and or producers, and what did that record possibly teach you from an industry side of things once the record kind of brought y'all name up the ladder, so to speak? Like, what do you reflect on when you think about that record?
I mean, it wasn't people just on the outside looking in and making their own assumptions about the shit. It was never nobody's song, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was both our songs. We did the shit we didn't think that shit was about to do that. We was really about to shoot the video the first day we made it, but some bullshit happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit wasn't shit for real, you feel me? It just blew up like that. Ain't nobody think the song was gonna blow up like that.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So just looking back on it, it's just life lessons, you know what I'm saying? Just handle business right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't really shit to it. I ain't gonna lie.
Right. So
there wasn't really no problem, you know what I'm saying? I'm a street nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't really no problem about no music, you know.
So I know at the time with his situation that he had going on, when he was running around with T and the Grizzly Gang movement, rest in heaven, Joe Brennan, they was trying to use that as possibly a lead off for him for what he had going on with his situation, and y'all start kind of building your own way with other records and other material. Was there anything that maybe came from manager where they felt like it should have been on both of y'all upcoming projects? Was there anything that might have been discussed like that, or you were just like, you know what, I'm gonna take this and go ahead and cut my own wave?
Nah, I was already making money off that shit, bro. Feel me? I've been making money up that shit. Feel me? That shit was really on Sorry for the Get Off. You know what I'm saying? But it's just some little shit that happened. We ended up letting his label run with the song because he had a deal, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like a major deal, you know what I'm saying? They putting real money behind it. I'm still independent. So we just let them run with the song and do their thing. I ain't never really had no problem about that shit. I was making money, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I wasn't fucked up.
Gotcha. So on a different note, you know, we living in an era where the kids that stream y'all content, come to y'all shows, you know what I'm saying, they can't separate reality from art. And I know a good portion of what y'all rhyme about, y'all stand on, but how much of it would you say is y'all entertaining and how much of it is y'all really telling y'all story?
Shit, we ain't playing about this shit. I'm gonna just keep it 100. Man, ain't no joke. This shit real like that, you know what I'm saying? And even if we, it's like sometimes we be talking about what we got going on. Sometimes we be talking about what's going on in the streets.
Gotcha.
What we seen, you know what I'm saying? What we experienced, you know what I'm saying? All the stories from the OGs, you know what I'm saying? We just giving you the vibe of Detroit. You know what I'm saying? We just giving you Detroit for real. So shit, like, this shit ain't no joke. This ain't no lie. We ain't just going in that bitch just rapping. That's why I feel like it's harder for us because we not about to just go in the studio and get the line and talking about some shit that we ain't never did, never seen, that ain't around us, you know what I'm saying? That ain't, nah, I ain't about to do that.
So what is your perspective like on gang bang culture going viral? Because we living in a time now where that's a huge selling and marketing point with a lot of recent hip hop acts, even locally and on the national level, namely the Tekashi situation, you know what I'm saying, where he pretty much ratted on this whole outfit when the reality came home, and it's like certain people was like, well, we already knew he wasn't about that life, so we never really bought into it, and other people were shocked. So, I mean, how do you feel about people who either false flagging or flying colors and, you know, not representing what that really is about? Like, what's your perspective on gang bang culture and hip hop?
I mean, it is what it is. If that's what you do, that's what you do. I don't encourage nobody to gang bang. I encourage you to get money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no choice in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we was doing growing up. I ain't had no choice in this shit. I ain't pick this shit. I ain't say one day, oh yeah, I want to do this. This is what was going on, you know what I'm saying? This my niggas, this what we do, you know what I'm saying? This how we bleed. We'll die for this shit, you know what I'm saying? So, if a nigga faking and flagging, I mean, whatever you gotta do to get your pros, bro, just don't get your ass knocked off. If you can't do the crime, don't do the time, bro. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing more to it. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Why you gonna do some shit and then take a nigga down with you? Like, what the? That's like me and you running from the police. We running from the police. We still together. We ain't split up on some Ricky and Trey shit. We still together.
Right.
But they fuck around. We in two different parts of the backyard. They fuck around and catch me, and then I be like, yeah, bro, they got us, bro. You might as well come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, if I get caught, that's just what it is. I know what I was doing.
I got you.
Better get a lawyer, nigga. That's one thing I say. If you out here gang banging, you out here thugging, you in the streets, put some motherfucking money up, my nigga. Cause you can't win a case with no money. You could motherfucker be the murdered 100 niggas, bro. You got that right bag, your ass about to walk, man. You getting that bitch that don't say shit, your ass gonna be good, man. I
got you. So how do you feel about, you know, when people say like entertainers become successful and then when they jump in the street? So I know Soulja Boy a while back, Chris Brown a while back got a lot of flack for, you know, flying colors, and it's like y'all wasn't doing that before y'all was entertainers, so it's like
niggas real bloods though, you feel me? I be in LA, I'm tired, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Niggas real bloods though. You know what I'm saying? They probably can't do it how they want to do it, you know what I'm saying? Cause who they are, they ain't trying to go to jail or get caught up in no shit. But them niggas real bloods. Them niggas, that's, you know what I'm saying? They,
But do you think that's necessary? Do you think somebody could just be...
That's just LA, you know what I'm saying? You can't help from where you grew up from. Like,
gotcha.
If you born right here in LA and grew up right here, you're not about to be claiming another hood or none of that shit, you feel me? That's what you is, bro.
Gotcha.
And they not playing down that bitch. That shit ain't no joke. There ain't none of that bullshit going on down that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole different political world down that bitch.
Gotcha.
Like, that shit really politics, you know what I'm saying? So,
do you feel like the streets' perspective on that is respected about it being in other areas like Detroit? Because Detroit historically wasn't known for that at one point in time.
I mean, times change, you know what I'm saying? Detroit, you know what I'm saying? You know what we used to do down here.
Gotcha.
So, like, times change. It's just, it is what it is. It went from hustling crazy to it ain't too much shit to hustle now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So many niggas getting caught and snitching and shit. They giving the feds all the game.
Gotcha.
So these young niggas don't know what to do. They just running around with guns and shit, man.
Gotcha.
They don't know what to do. They don't know how to hustle and shit. You know what I'm saying? The feds stopping everything right now, man. You know, bullshit.
Gotcha. So transitioning, man. Y'all had a total of 3 projects so far to come out. The Get Off, Meet Us Outer Space. Sorry for the auto-tune.
Yeah.
I think Meet Us Outer Space was like a standout moment, and y'all treated that like an album. What was the purpose behind that versus the other 2 projects that came out? Why did y'all feel at that moment it's like, okay, let's really lock in and put our foot down and apply pressure?
Shit. That's just like the point, you know what I'm saying? Like with us, it's just like the point of time that we in our life. You know what I'm saying? And we was making real songs, like it was rumors around the city, you know what I'm saying? Niggas having little barbershop talks and little talking like hoes and shit. Talking about we can't rap, you know what I'm saying? Like them niggas just go back and forth, they can't rap, but everybody going back and forth now, you know what I'm saying? You know how niggas be. So we was giving niggas 12s and 16s, you know what I'm saying, ourselves, showing niggas that this shit really on the flow. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is.
And you also, start showing your producer hand a little bit more on that project. So is it important for people to see you as a double threat, as a rapper and as a producer?
I mean, shit, they need to, but I don't be flexing it like how I should. You know what I'm saying? I'm a laid back nigga. I don't really be giving a fuck this shit. This shit just is what it is. I produced like 10 tracks off the Sorry for the Auto-Tune though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I went strong on that one.
Gotcha.
So, but it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm nice on that motherfucker though. Like, I'm to a point not to where I can make my own beats, like, period. Like, if I don't want to, like, I don't gotta go nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
So what's your weapon of choice as a producer? Are you an MPC guy? Are you a beat software
FL.
guy?
I know how to play the piano for real though. That's what niggas don't know. Like, I can
Okay.
play Beethoven for real. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what niggas don't know. So I be on FL. I be fucking around with the piano, or you know what I'm saying. I just be testing myself, making myself do shit. I can plug, you know what I'm saying, plug it in, tap it in, or I can play the piano. It's either way. I don't know how to work the MPC. That shit hard.
So what's your thought process on, I guess, hip-hop peers for people who may spend a year making a project, may spend months working on a single song, because you guys been known to cook up pretty quick. Like, I've heard rumors about you guys making songs inside of 10 minutes. Like, do you feel it's a certain level of time that should be spent on making music in the studio? Do you feel it's all about vibes? Like, what would you say to the quote-unquote purists that feel like you should take more time with your music?
I mean, everybody got their own process. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get in that bitch, we get in that bitch and get the freestyle, and we down there make the song before we even go in the booth. You know what I'm saying? There's some shit like that. So, other people, they do songs, they sit on them, listen to them, go back to it, switch some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all on your process. It's no recipe to really, you can't tell a motherfucker how to make a song or how to do this, how you should do this. It's all up to the person. It's your craft, you know what I'm saying? It's how you really want it to be. So you can't really tell nobody what's the time period. It could take a nigga a year, you know what I'm saying? It could take a nigga a month. You never know how long it'll really take you, so shit. Just do what's best for you, that's all I can say. Do what's best for you.
Now, with that, still on that same line, how do you feel the city is being represented now with people who've gotten deals and people who've gotten looks on a national level? Do you feel like it's a better balance of Detroit artists that's moving around? Do you feel like Detroit is being represented in the right way in the music space? Like, how do you feel about that?
Hell yeah. I mean, this the best the city ever did. This probably not the best music that ever came from the city, you know what I'm saying, with all the legendary groups. The Team East Sides, the Doughboys, the Street Lords, You know what I'm saying? Just all the people that paved the way for niggas, but just like they ain't had social media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't an easy way to get on. It wasn't an easy way for everybody to listen to your music. So if I'm in Ohio or if I'm in motherfucking Idaho, you know what I'm saying? Nigga in Idaho ain't about to hear about no motherfucking Blade, Icewood. I'm in Chicago asking niggas they ever heard Blade. They like, who the fuck is Blade? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like certain shit motherfuckers just don't know about. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't know about then. It's easy. I got people all around the world listening to me now. They, you know what I'm saying? This shit was like, I gotta hand you a CD to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? So motherfucking Australia wasn't about to be listening to motherfucking Street Lord Wine and them, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cheddar Boys, they wasn't about to be listening to all that shit because they ain't know about it.
Right.
It's just an easier way to get out right now.
Do you ever see yourself, you know, because you represent the street side of Detroit, rap royalty and history, do you see yourself maybe collaborating with people more so on the hip hop side, like, for example, Bodie, Royce the 5'9", just to name a few?
Bodie, that's my nigga. Bodie, that's my big brother for real. You know what I'm saying? Bodie done gave me some game that it got me out the streets. You know what I'm saying? That it got me out some niggas' ass, all type of shit, you feel me? Like one day a nigga told me like, shit, I was a young nigga. This like right before, this what made me start recording every day. Feel me? Like shit, nigga, you wanna run around, be on niggas' ass, do this, do that. Nigga, you stay in this bitch every day, nigga. Watch how many people just stop even being around, nigga. Watch how many problems you don't even have. And watch how many people you shoot past. You know what I'm saying? Niggas not even gonna be doing shit for real. You gonna shoot past a nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that shit got me in the studio every day. I had recorded my first song with Dame, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just started taking off, just started taking it a little more serious.
Right. So there is a mutual respect there amongst the peer group from each side, like people collaborate or at least respect what the other side do.
Yeah, hell yeah. I make music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I make all types of music. Like, I don't just make one style. I can make any, you know, I can hop on any song.
Gotcha.
Any song that you got for me, I can hop on.
Gotcha. Now, can your fans look forward to some of that diversity in the future, or you gonna keep pressing what you've been pressing?
No, I'm gonna give them every side of me, cause they want to hear what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta give them every side. You can't just be, you know what I'm saying? You can't just give them one side. Like, damn, it won't even make sense, cause you doing more than one thing. You got more than one thing going on in your life. You gotta tell them about everything that's going on. You gotta make them feel like they're with you.
Gotcha. So when it comes to long term, if you had to look at the next 5 years from now, is music still gonna be the high priority for what you do just as an entrepreneur? Or are you looking at expanding into merchandising more? Would you like to do film, maybe some television? Like, what's your aspirations overall?
Yeah, I got friends as directors, all type of shit. It just depends on what's going on. If it's still making money, if it's still, you know what I'm saying, providing for a nigga, then hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. But shit, if it, you know what I'm saying, if it's slow up, you know what I'm saying, it's a million ways to get $1 million. So shit, I ain't just gonna be one of these niggas that just stuck on it making weak ass music. If that shit, if God take my gift away from me, then hey,
I got you.
we on to the next.
I got you. Well, man, I appreciate you coming through, chopping it up, man. Know you a busy man, and I support everything you do, bro. It's been a pleasure watching you guys, you know, ascend, especially, you know, seeing you early on 2-3 years ago, and you know, keep holding the flag for the city. I know it's very big here in Detroit that the peers in the community, we root and cheer for those that we feel like embody Detroit wholeheartedly. Right. You know, a lot of times certain artists that come from the city, people will be like, no, that ain't a real representation of Detroit. And I can honestly say for the newer generation, I haven't heard any adverse opinion about how y'all campaigning and how y'all moving around.
Oh yeah, we real niggas.
And putting on for the city, so salute to that, bro.
Yeah, you know I'm my guy.